Greetings and welcome back to Early Money. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the delay. Life occurrences, including being rear-ended the other day. So I'm glad to be able to be here and be here to share this information with you. Wanted to give you this over the 4th of July so you can take some time. I believe some important dates are approaching. So I would advise, your near and dear time, do a little bit of researching and possibly some investing into the future. I truly understand investing to a brand new monetary system or any new system could be odd, fearful, and downright appear crazy. But that's why I'm here to try to break a little bit of that down for you, and so you can make a definite decision on your own. As my disclosure, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Here at Early Money, we just try to study the currency of money and get ahead of the flow. So again, let me start off with uh, covering doing a brief history of money. With it starting out as in a bartering system, and I later moved to commodities, trading cows, grains, salts. Then we moved into the started trading precious metals such as gold and silver. That became our value. Then that transitioned to trading coins, and the coins were made of electrum. Electrum was a alloy of gold and silver and other precious metals, what they deemed precious. So right away, we're trading something that was not exactly gold or silver, but yet the people agreed to standardize it as form of currency. And that's what currency is all about, what the people agree upon. You see Bitcoin right now, I think it's trading over $100,000 because it was a slow development, but now the people, meaning I think it's a market cap of some 1 point something trillion dollars, that they're actually giving that value as the first digital gold. And you see banks getting involved in things of that nature. So I'm getting off my point, but on the point, because again, the form of money's changing, the form of the internet's changing, the form of our education system's changing, and the form of our healthcare system is changing. The AI incorporated with the blockchain, as we'll discuss, and we'll cover some. It's changing. So early money is about seeing that currency of money flowing that way. We're trying to get ahead of it, trying to bring as many people as we can to the awareness of it, and hopefully that you'll be able to get the opportunity to invest into the future digital infrastructure that's going global. All right. So with that being said, you even think if you even traveled before and you're sitting there with a strong dollar and you're in a foreign country and you're trying to purchase some of one of the local retailer shops or one of the local vendors, whatever, you may have asked that question, hey, do you take American dollars? And they may have told you no, you have to exchange it to their currency. So that right there lets you know again the value, whatever region you're in, whatever country you're in, whatever, it's all about what they consider value. And right here in America, as strong as we've found our dollar, it was a time recently we didn't want to touch our dollar. We didn't want to exchange it physically, and that was during COVID, where we all, favored the swiping or the electronic payment methods, so we didn't have to touch that dollar. It seemed kind of almost disease infested. So just think about that, when we're talking about investing to a new currency, it could definitely be possible. And I'm telling you guys right now, it's occurring. All right, so I've been telling my family and friends, trying to emphasize, about early money has a pretty good prediction that we're going toward digital money. Um, so I wanted to discuss, just how digital processes has engulfed, standard processes. You think about Netflix and Blockbuster. You think about e-commerce giants like Amazon and brick and mortar stores now. The streaming services versus the regular cable TV, the digital photography. versus the standard film photography, the movies now versus the old movies. And companies are saving thousands of dollars, now by using Zoom. So they can video conference, video training, saving thousands of dollars on travel and expenses that way. So, not only do digital processes engulf old curses, they actually make the civilization better. But speeding up sometimes is not too good. But in this case, it can be profitable. And that's what we're trying to be. All right, so I'm gonna move to the next slide. And bam, welcome to the future. Web 3. As you see here on the illustration, many guys remember we started Web 1.0, the beginning of the internet. It was pretty much a read-only system where we just went on there and found information. We're just happy we didn't have to go to the library and buy those encyclopedias anymore. So we had, information right there at our fingertips. Later came Web 2. This one here would require a lot more of our participation. We start signing up for more things. On came I think I forgot that first social media. That's a shame. But yeah, so as you see as the icons above Web 2.0, also you'll see the internet there, AOL, I think the beginning of Google. All right, and moving on to Web 3.0. All right, and this one here is going to be a lot more decentralized. This one here is the future. I'll point that out. This one here also will be done on the blockchain. So again, this is pretty much the infrastructure. You guys will get a copy of this. Well, you're getting a copy of the slide now. But so anyway, you'll have this information. Again, I advise you to do your research. Get in there. This stuff is real. As you'll see in this video, it's happening. I want you to be a part. All right, on to the next slide. Again, you'll have these videos, so I don't want to, bore you with all the details. But I just want to highlight a few things. This is right out the World Economic Forum. Again, the World Economic Forum, where the countries decide upon. And as you'll see here, right from their website, how they're planning on building in the metaverse. Right from their World Forum, again, right their page, the metaverse is a future, persistent, and interconnected virtual environment where social and economic elements mirror reality. So this thing is real. As they tell you at the bottom, they're going from theory to practice. They've been covering this for a while now, and this thing is becoming more physical day by day. As I discussed about changes, and right here from the World Forum, it tells you that the metaverse, is going to impact our education. As you see from the picture at the bottom there, where China, this is a classroom in China, they've already incorporated it, and it's going to, again, technology is supposed to make it better. So we're hoping that, this VR type of engagement, teaches the kids, give them a broader aspect to the real world. But we just hope they can bring them out of and get them back to them playgrounds. Here we are with the metaverse, how it's going to transform healthcare. Again, from the the World Economic Forum's webpage itself. And if you see, not only are they talking about, it's already laid out. It's already being incorporated in small places, being tested. So stand by for the changes, and wouldn't you love to be um, a financial investor into this early into the healthcare blockchain side of this? That's where I was about the early money. Another big change happening is in the world back in Zoom, where you've already been able to attend the virtual classroom, the virtual meetings. Well, now you're going to they're planning on having a digital twin, whether it be a digital copy of you sitting in the actual classroom or the actual conference room with your digital twin colleagues, and you'll still be in power behind the keyboard, and the audio, but that's how you'll be meeting there in the future. I'm not the one making it up. This is from Zoom. This is also in the World Economic Forum being discussed. Everything is going digitalized, and we're just going to try to be profitable as this stuff takes place. Later on, those that really get involved into the community, really get involved into this process of change happening, I will discuss other ways to invest into the blockchain and cryptocurrency. But right now, I've been trying to concentrate on people investing into, or advising, not financial advising, just giving guidance that it may be profitable to um, invest into some of the monetary infrastructure technologies that's taking place, and it just to show you how real it is getting. Um, you see, Jerome Powell said the other day that he's authorizing banks to go ahead and start performing, providing crypto services. And as you see it there, this is real big. This just happened the first day there, 31 January, but he just said this about 6 days, 7 days ago. And examples of the banks already involved. He authorized all banks, but you see the big boys have already been involved. You see to the right there, J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and Charles Schwab. And I'll bring you a little inside information on Bank of America. They have been having all their internal processes running on XRP maybe for the last year on Rip on XRP. If you guys know, hopefully you guys heard me mention those before. If not, I'll cover those real quick. And just another bit of certainty there. You'll see the New York Stock Exchange filed for a patent to be able to start trading a variety of assets to include NFTs, and those are non-fungible tokens. Maybe if you've seen those digital pictures or digital statue structures, we'll talk about that later. And the other you see there, virtual and digital assets, which would be your cryptocurrency. So again, that's how real this is. Just want to point this out, where this isn't something coming out of thin air. This is coming out of some macro and microeconomic study that I've been performing for early money to provide for you guys. Just to provide a little background on how big digital coins already becoming there, as you'll see, the top uh, asset trading since 2011 has been Bitcoin. And you'll see it's not being involved with Dollar Tree. It's involved with being compared to the Nasdaq, the some of your key EFTs. Even you'll see down the bottom there, cash and commodities. So Bitcoin's it's been real. It's been behind the scenes, but it's been building some strong momentum. And here's a example what they call the better investment in Bitcoin, a better investment than Bitcoin, if that's still your question. And we're not just talking about Bitcoin with early money, but just again, Bitcoin being one of the leading digital coins. They're just making an example. So if we took the $1,000 they say in 2017, and you'll see that investing in Bitcoin would outperform Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, etc. As you all have heard me say, Ripple, Ripple is the owner of XRP. Right here off the World Economic Forum, you'll see they have Ripple on their site. That they have, and I put that up there pretty much the current price. It might be this might be different right now. It's changing by the second. Currently, it was $2.24 a token. The biggest thing I want you guys to see about this is this being a page from the World Economic Forum and that little hand up top to your top left there, and that keyword says partners. So, hello, um, that little gift, you're welcome. XRP Ripple being partners with the World Economic Forum is a definite positive outlook for their future as a cross-border uh, money transfer, currency transfer for the world. May not be your favorite, but he is what he is. President Trump, as you guys know, the big beautiful bill I think just got approved, and I think part of that was in there was the crypto strategic reserve. And so, if you were thinking about investing into some of the digital infrastructure, some of the digital coins of the future, and they came out and told you what's going to be in the president's or United States strategic reserve, that would probably be a smart investment. And as you see by the third one down there being XRP, that'd definitely be a smart investment. We're thinking, not advice, just the flow, studying the flow. So with that said, again, thank you guys for your time. I just wanted to provide you guys with something. You have this presentation. I also have a follow-up presentation that gets back into more of the technicals and where we're going. On this email you receive with this, you'll see the links for the cryptocurrency platforms. Another thing I took a little break about was because I had a couple associates and they were trying to sign up for Coinbase and their accounts were restricted on how much they can buy. And as I tell you guys, you have to have your license and your bank account information because it's a very secure system. So anyway, yeah, their limits, they had limits on what they can buy. And when I signed up, it wasn't there. And so I did a little research, and what I found out was a lot of accounts were coming with buying restrictions. And I would tell you guys, I think that has more to do with the, how profitable this thing is going to be, and their awareness to that, rather than any kind of technical issues. So I would advise you guys to sign up. If you guys have any questions, you have my contact information there. Please contact me. I'll definitely respond. And but please do that. So again, thank you guys. Again, sorry for the delay. Have a great 4th of July, and stand by for the additional information. And for you guys being troopers, I'm also going to include my first ebook. So you got that coming as well. So take care. Thanks again from Early Money to you. Invest wisely.